Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
Huh, I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Doctor.
Of course.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I wanted to kill the son of a bitch who murdered my wife.
Kellogg always was a cold bastard. If you ask me, we're better off without him. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratory. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
People on the surface have got it pretty bad. Makes me think of being down here.
You're here.
Seriously,
Glad you made it.
Robotics
We're all looking forward to working
They're
with
dragging
you.
their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. You know, send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. Sometimes you have to lean on the other departments a little to get what you need.
The Directorate should
Doc.
take the synth
So.
escapes more seriously.
Here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
So basically, you're the secret police.
Secret police? If that's a pre-war reference, then I'm afraid it's lost on me. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
If you're the acting head of the ESRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
I guess? Yeah, maybe. Who knows, though? But, well, she sort of, disappeared. No sign of her. And nothing has gone missing, at least not that I've heard of, which I realize isn't saying much.
At full capacity.
This is a serious news story! Don't undercut yourself!
Greetings, sir.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Did the job go wrong? Or was it so successful that, just no one knows about it? There may never be answers, which makes it kind of hard to, report on it.
Not yet.
Maybe
I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. And those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well, I suppose you're right.
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I'll reserve judgment until I know more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Can't break the code. Security's too tight.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Hi.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Hey there.
A child synth. It's just remarkable.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hi, Doc.
To 6 a.m.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive, but
Dr. Lee.
Benet has done some really marvelous
You're not
work
authorized to be
and
here.
expectations. Some of the most lifelike I've seen. Well, it's almost.
I wasn't
of
aware
course,
that I needed authorization.
not really.
Father may have given you the keys to the castle, but this is still my laboratory. If you plan to stay down here with us, you need to learn how things work.
Not a real boy. Still, I think
Is this how you treat everyone? Or are you just putting on the charm for me?
I wasn't aware that I had to answer to you at all. You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
Let's just say that you've regained the attention of a certain group that I represent.
Stop beating around the bush. It's obvious that you're from the Brotherhood of Steel. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even though Lyons let me go, there were a few others in the ranks that thought I knew too much. That's why I came to the Institute. It was the only place that I thought I'd be out of the Brotherhood's reach and still be able to do my research. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood is having problems, and we need your help.
I don't see how that's my problem. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
The Institute is deceiving you.
So now you're just gonna hurl baseless accusations to get what you want? Come on, you can do better than that.
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
I know this may come as a shock, but Dr. Virgil is still alive. I met him myself.
Oh, please. Do you really think a cheap tactic like that is going to work on someone like me? Stop trying to avoid the legwork by lying. Either you get me the evidence, or we have nothing else to talk about. Deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the lab itself has been sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell you to be quiet about it, but your Brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit. And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
I don't want one of those things anywhere near me.
If you expect to be coming and going, you're going to need one. You may have noticed the relay is our only access to the surface. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
Objects keep moving!
Because I move them. And then I forget. Here's music. I just broke
Synth Unit,
what I was going to play.
you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night.
Guess I'll play Danny
Anything
Kaye
you'd like to report?
instead.
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO.
Loctite.
Don't think I can pick this.
Reveal yourself.
Sweet.
Weapons hot. No.
Terminal should open this. Terminal somewhere.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
Who doesn't love some Louis Jordan? Am I right? I am, because Louis Jordan rules. Time for some news, I guess.
Good to see you.
Sure, why not? So, there's that saying that sometimes truth is better. No, not better. Truth is stranger than fiction. Well, you know the radio plays that I air sometimes, occasionally in the right order. You know the Silver Shroud.
Nothing to report, sir.
It sounds like someone takes them really seriously, like maybe too seriously.
Now that you've had a
There
chance
are,
to see
reports,
the
I guess,
Institute
about sightings
firsthand,
of the Silver
what do you
Shroud
think?
in the Commonwealth? In
First things first. How do I get back to the surface?
The same way you got in, of course. You are not a prisoner here. You may come and go as you please. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
I mean that while they are here in the Institute, fulfilling the purpose for which they were designed, our synths perform admirably. As you're about to see, however, they can become unpredictable when set loose. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us here in sec. Prepared for the future.
handy, aren't ya?
Tinker. Strong boy. They didn't tell me much. Vault Tech. Just to make sure everyone filled out their form. I was supposed to win a pack of steak knives.
Sir, well...
Piper!
You're not going to believe what happened. Shen Kowalski tried to kiss me.
No! What'd you do?
What I do? I knocked him on his ass. Now I've got detention.
Oh, Natalie. Never change. And you're super grounded. Now go.
Man.
You look a little roughed up. Should talk to Doc Crocker over at the Meg.
No skull in the league can withstand a
enjoyed
swat.
that song by...
Protection for sale! Hand-tooled pieces!
Can't take it back.
No, I always got the sense Earl was interested in me.
Hey,
Figures he'd be the one to run off.
well, there's this article in the newspaper, Public Occurrences.
Ms. Perkins.
Earl couldn't have been taken by the Institute, right? Why would they want Earl?
I mean, I'm not saying anyone is a synth. You know, I'm not saying it's correct at all. And you know, of course, the mayor. I mean, I asked to read. I have a statement from the mayor's office. You know, it's well, I mean, it just says here there's nothing to worry about. That it's, you know, safe and all, everybody. Kind of. It's crazy stuff, right? I mean, weird. Next is Bob Crosby, who is definitely my top 5 Crosbys, singing way back home.
Won't be able to pick this.
Public Library. The library is currently closed. The library is currently closed.
I work here. Let me in.
Please provide your 6-digit employee ID number.
My ID number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Welcome, Mr. Mayor. Mind the mess. We are currently undergoing maintenance.
I can carry something if you need me to.
Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
Perfect.
Attention! Security breach near rear entrance.
How much of this do you think still
Visitors and employees are
Beginning search. prevail until the lawbreaker is dealt with.
So I'm keeping an eye on those mutant freaks over at Trinity, and this guy comes... What? Shoot him! Shoot him! Oh, hell no!
Chained on the other side.
Ain't nothing. Give up and I'll make it quick.
Still here somewhere.
Watch out.
Don't quit, do ya?
Nothing there now. That was,
Hey,
Wendy Harris. So, this radio station here, we don't really make any caps, and there are well, some people help me stay in the air. People like this. Squatters own a piece of Diamond City history, and then
This is
beat
gonna be
people to
fun.
death with it.
This is
Carl wrote a
normal
song
for
about
other
tomorrow,
journalists.
or at least I guess his version of tomorrow, which is pretty different from mine.
Time's up, asshole.
Now where'd they get are safer ways to get your thrills.
Repeat. A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
Come on.
Do it again! Again!
Hey, who said you could hide?
Repeat. A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
Get out of my head!
There we go.
Who's there?
Lock's really strong.
Come around this side.
Repeat. A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
Who are you? If we're gonna dance, let's dance. You made a mistake. Dang. Lost him.
What's happening to me?
Kiss it all goodbye.
Repeat. A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
You'll pay. You'll all pay.
You got a line on him? Got him! Pitiful. Still here?
Repeat. A chemical leak has been detected.
Wouldn't want to be
Please
in your
evacuate the
shoes.
building immediately. A security lockdown is now in effect.
What?
Repeat. A in effect. Please remain in your test chambers and await further instructions from your lab attendant.
I want to be in your shoes.
Yes.
Hey, who said you could hide?
Please evacuate the building.
Breathe. I have to. I have to. Can't stop. Can't stop.
Welcome to the Hallucigen Labs observation area. Please step up to the windows for a demonstration of our products in development. Hallucigen's Eradicator provides your forces with a state-of-the-art field decontamination solution.
A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
Small amounts of residual radiation may persist in the affected area. Dosage subject to change pending safety evaluations. Invisawave from Hallucigen is a new advance in the field of stealth technology, capable of doing away with cumbersome personal generators forever.
What the?
Some subjects may become inaudible and/or intangible. Effects may be permanent. The research is ongoing. Criminal scum? Don't get a gun. Try Hallucigen Suppressor. A safe, reliable, and effective way to paralyze even armored targets. Side effects may include the partial and/or complete paralysis of the user, bystanders, animals and/or large animals. Discretion is advised. Hallucigen gas. Reliable crowd control since 2055. Hallucigen gas can stop a riot faster than any other product on the market, and without the messy side effects of our competitors' offerings.
Please evacuate.
Use of caution. Unpredictable sensory experiences may result. Subjects exposed to high dosages may suffer catastrophic adrenal failure. Hallucigen's dispersant is ideal for peacefully clearing an area of civilians. Hallucigen is not responsible for any damage, injury, or loss of life sustained in mass panics that may or may not result from the use of dispersant.
What the? No, bad kitty! Go away! Do it again! Again!
Undecided by elephant.
It's under my skin! Get it out! Get it out!
I know the feeling.
Repeat. A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
If you haven't been a good neighbor recently, like I certainly haven't, because you might not know about the You may have heard the name Bobby No Nose, which out of context sounds funny. But I mean, she's a ghoul, so it's actually sort of literal. Anyway, there was talk, so I hear that she was maybe up to something, a heist, as they say, hypothetically, something sort of big. I guess, maybe. Who knows though? But well, she sort of disappeared. No sign of her. And nothing has gone missing, at least not that I've heard of, which I realize isn't
Please
much.
evacuate the building.
This is a serious news story! Don't undercut yourself! Did the job go wrong? Or was it so successful that, just no one knows about it? There may never be answers, which makes it kind of hard to, report on it. Maybe I shouldn't have tried. What about some neck? Cool. He's good, right? Can't go wrong. Neck and cool.
chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building